is me in 2023, and this is me now in 2024. I don't even recognize her. To the girl that was so lost and insecure, to now the most healthiest and confident version of myself, all in 1 year. If anyone knows a thing or two on how to glow up, it's me. This is going to be your ultimate glow up guide on how to become unrecognizable mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Mentally, you need to do things that are going to allow you to expand your knowledge in your mind. So starting off your day with reading a book, a Bible, or journaling, any of those three to really expand the knowledge of your mind is so important. We can't be stuck always scrolling on our phone. We need to have another way to escape reality. Journaling is such a good way to glow up because it's going to allow you to be more expressive with your emotions. It's going to allow you to show more gratitude for the things you have. And it's also a great way to practice affirmations and manifestation. You can use affirmations to acknowledge the person that you are and use manifestation to become a magnet to the things that you want. It puts you in the right mentality to see life differently and carry yourself differently. Now you have such a positive vibe and energy surrounding you, and you're not entertaining everything else that's going on in the world. You're more at peace with yourself. You're more at peace with your life. In order to actually glow up from the outside, it all starts from the inside. You cannot glow from the outside in. You have to glow from the inside out, because that's really how you're going to radiate that glow that you have done. That's really how you're going to radiate the healing that you've done in the inside. So it all starts with the way you think, and the way you think is so powerful because you have the ability to control your thoughts. If you're consistently consuming negative thoughts, fears, worries, anxiety, that becomes who you are and what you represent yourself to be. But if you mentally train your mind to think positive things, peace, gratitude, then that becomes a reflection of how you are with the world. So in order to glow up, it all starts with your mental. When you consume negative things, you don't know, but it actually kind of radiates into you. And afterwards, you feel drained. You feel like you have no motivation to do anything. It's like when you're having a conversation with someone and they're always talking negative. And after you leave that conversation, how do you feel? You feel so drained. Now you feel negative because that person reflected how they felt onto you. But when you talk to someone that's uplifting, that's encouraging, that adds knowledge to you, then you leave that conversation and now you feel inspired. So for the next 30 days, we're gonna start our morning with reading and journaling, because this is going to allow us to start our day on a positive note. It's going to allow us to be more expressive, and it's going to also allow us to gain knowledge in our heads, and that is going to raise your energy levels throughout your day. Now you're starting your morning with training your mind instead of consuming your mind. My second thing to glowing up mentally is no screen time. 30 minutes before you go to sleep and 30 minutes after you have woken up. So even if you need to put your phone in another room to avoid being on your phone, then that is what you're going to have to do. Because when you have screen time 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after you wake up, you're actually causing damage to your mental health. You're lowering your chances to get a nice quality sleep because you're adding so much light onto your eyes that your eyes are naturally thinking it's not time to go to sleep. And then when it's actually time to go to sleep, you're finding it hard to go to sleep because you were on your phone so much that now your mind is not really grasping the fact that you're getting ready for bed. So in order to prevent this to happen, you have to limit your screen time. That way when you lay down, your body is actually responding to what you're doing and is preparing for a good quality rest, because getting 8 hours of sleep is so important in order to glow up, and prioritizing a good nightful rest is what's going to allow you to wake up the next day more recovered, more rested, and with more energy to feel your best self and show up confident in whatever you do. So prioritizing 8 hours of sleep is another thing that we're going to contribute for the next 30 days in order to mentally glow up and build that healthy habit that we can contribute for a lifestyle. We're gonna move on to the physical side of how you're gonna have the ultimate glow up. I've went through so many types of summers. I went through pregnant summer, overweight summer, and now the healthiest, most confident version of myself summer. And I'm gonna tell you how you are going to do this physically. You need to prioritize a skincare routine day and night. It doesn't have to be so complex. A foaming cleanser, vitamin C, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Those are all the things that you need to have a simple skincare routine in the morning. Remember, we don't want to make it so complex, because the more complex it is, the more inconsistent we're going to be with our skincare routine in the morning. The more easier it is, the more sustainable it will be to contribute consistently for a lifestyle. Simple is more. Really taking time to pour into yourself, because that will allow others to recognize how much you respect yourself, that you take care of yourself internally and externally. So doing your skincare is not for just an external thing, but it really is for an internal. When you do your skincare routine, you're really taking care of the inside of you. You're becoming more confident with your skin, because when your skin is glowing, it allows you to glow. As far as night routine skincare, oil cleanser, foaming cleanser, retinol, moisturizer, and eye cream. Another way you're gonna glow up physically is by starting to dress up. Start looking good for you, because you never know who you're going to encounter wherever you go. Get rid of all your old clothes and replace it with clothes that allow you to feel more like yourself. And doing your hair is so important, because your hair is a big part of your facial features. So if your hair looks a mess, that's the first thing that everyone's going to notice. Your hair is one of the first things that people see when they see you. So really start prioritizing, how am I dressing up? How am I presenting myself to the world? Am I presenting myself with confidence, or am I presenting myself like I don't care how I look? Because that really does matter. It can really make a difference on how you feel about yourself, and how other people will view you, and how other people will respect you, and how other people will value you. My next physical glow up that you're going to do is prioritize movement. You need to be moving your body 5 times a week. It doesn't just have to be strength training. I love strength training, but strength training is not for everyone. But definitely find movement that you enjoy. That's what I found that's worked best, is doing movement that I've enjoyed. You see so much movement online, but that's what works for that individual, and it may not work for you. Remember, all of our bodies are different. That's why it's so important to find things that you enjoy, because when you find movement that you enjoy, then you will show up for yourself every single day, will be consistent and more disciplined, instead of doing something because someone else is doing it. So whether if it's strength training, yoga, Pilates, cycling, anything, find something that you enjoy doing and just move your body. We don't have to move our bodies. We get to move our bodies. And it's such an easy medicine that just gives you that boost of confidence, and that will allow you to glow up and become unrecognizable. Working on yourself is the best investment you can ever do for your future self. So start moving your body and prioritize getting at least 5 to 10K steps a day. Walking is so underrated. I kid you not, with this transformation that I've had, it's mainly due to walking. I started walking more, and it's allowed me to transform my body drastically. And it's such a simple thing. You don't have to do intense cardio. You don't have to do intense training. Yes, progress overload is important for strength training in order to build muscle. But when it comes to cardio, you don't need to be doing intense cardio. I personally prefer LISS cardio, which basically means low intensity, steady state cardio, which is what works for me. So I just like to incline walk on the treadmill. I'll put my incline from 12 to 15. routine, and I'll do the speed at 3 and walk for 30 minutes. This has allowed me to stay more consistent with doing cardio. When you change your mindset, and instead of looking at cardio for weight loss or transforming your body, and you look at cardio for your heart health, it will allow you to stay so much more consistent with doing cardio, and you will start to enjoy doing cardio more because you know you're doing it for your heart health and you're not doing it because you're focusing on all these other things. No, let that mentality go and start working out for your future self. Start working out because you want to grow old, you want to live a long life, you want to see your kids grow up, you want to be active with your kids. Once I made that mental change, it's allowed me to see movement so much more differently. And now I don't see it as a chore, I see it as something that's a part of me and something that's a part of my daily routine. Working out is just 10% of your results. The other results comes with nutrition, which is my next thing of how you're gonna glow up physically, is by the way you eat. You are what you eat. 10% is working out. The other 90% is your nutrition, because your nutrition reflects on your body. So if you are eating processed food, fast food, it's going to show in your skin and your body. If you are nurturing your body and feeding it whole foods that are high in protein, you are going to feel such a difference in your body, and you're going to feel more active with more energy and more confident. Your skin is going to start to glow by the foods that you're feeding your body, because what you eat reflects on your skin. So really prioritizing your nutrition is my key ingredient to glowing up. I personally like to eat at home 80% of the times, and then the other 20% I will indulge in foods I love, because we don't always want to eat healthy 100% of the time. No, that is not realistic, and it's only gonna last you so long. In order to actually make this a lifestyle, we can still enjoy the foods that we love, but we also need to remember when it's time to have healthy foods. That's why I prioritize the 80-20 rule, which means 80% whole foods and 20% foods you love. I personally don't count calories, I don't count my macros, I don't count anything. I have nothing against it at all. It's just what doesn't work for my lifestyle with being a mom of 2. I know so many people that have done it, that's been super successful on it, but I'm here to show you that it is possible without counting calories. This is my transformation without counting any calories at all. So if it's possible for me, it is possible for you too. I want you to start prioritizing eating more whole foods that are high in protein and making sure you are eating your body weight of protein. In order to build muscle, you need to be eating your body weight of protein. For example, if I weigh 145 pounds, then I will prioritize eating about 145 to 50 grams of protein a day. And yes, that sounds difficult and it sounds hard, but in reality, you're just making it hard for yourself, because it's actually not that hard. If you just add 30 grams of protein per meal, you are getting closer to hitting your protein goal than just thinking about how hard it is. What you think becomes your reality. So if you actually think this is hard, then it will be hard. But if you find the beauty in it and see that you're investing in yourself, you're working on yourself, you're working on your health, you're doing this for your future self to live a longer life, then it will start to become more enjoyable and will start to feel less like a chore, and you will start to do it naturally because you know you're taking care of yourself. There's no more self-respect than that, than taking care of you. The next thing you're gonna do to physically glow up is contributing your vitamins and water. Making sure that you're getting enough water, and not just water, but adding electrolytes in your water, because sometimes we think that water is keeping us hydrated, but it's really not, because we actually lose a lot of sodium while we're working out. So making sure that we're contributing electrolytes into our water is so important. And also our vitamins, making sure you're getting your daily vitamins in. These are the vitamins that I personally take that allows me to feel my best self. Making sure that you are consistently taking your vitamins is so important in order to take care of yourself internally, as well as contributing your pre and probiotics in. You can either take a pre and probiotic vitamin, or you can also get it from Whole Foods. I personally like to take a vitamin and also get it from Whole Foods as well. Some great things that you can contribute into your foods to get more probiotic in is kefir, kimchi, kombucha, and a probiotic yogurt. Some great things that you can contribute into your foods to get more prebiotics in is chia seeds, blueberries, strawberries, bananas, nuts, and vegetables. Making sure that you are contributing pre and probiotics into your nutrition is going to allow you to heal your gut health. We're going to move on to how you're going to have the ultimate glow up emotionally. When it comes to your emotions, we need to know how to control our emotions. And I'm not saying every day you have to control your emotions, because it's okay to be emotional, but knowing when and when not to be emotional is important, because we can't allow anyone to have power over us. We can't allow anyone to see us break down when they don't deserve to see that side of us. We have to be careful who we're giving emotional access to, because these people can either abuse your emotions or tear you down. So really prioritizing spending more time with yourself to know yourself more and not feel like you need anyone else to fill your cup. It's going to allow you to glow up and become unrecognizable, because people are going to start not to know how to mess with you, because now you're so secure within yourself that no one has access to you besides the people that you allow. So spending time alone is so important to glow up, because you start to learn more about yourself, you start to value yourself, and you start to have more control of your emotions. Because when you are alone, you need to be in your emotions, you need to let it all out in order to let it all go, because you can't let anything go without coming into a realization of what you need to let go. And it's okay to ask for help. Praying, seeing a therapist, writing your emotions down. These are all great ways to express your emotions and really release them and not bottle them in. Because in order to glow up, you need to let go of all the baggage that you're holding on to. The last thing that you need to do to have an ultimate glow up is have a spiritual relationship. I personally have a spiritual relationship with God. Ever since I've given myself to God, my life has been so different in such a peaceful way. I view life differently. I no longer worry. I no longer have anxiety. I no longer have fear, because all of that, I gave it to God. I trust Him so much with my life that I no longer have this baggage over me of having fear and all those negative things consuming me. No, definitely giving all your worries to God is so important, and really committing yourself to Him, really building that relationship with Him, because He wants to help you, He wants to heal you, He wants to be there for you. It all starts with you letting Him. So ever since I committed my life to God, everything has just been so amazing. Doors closed, but beautiful blessings have opened, and I couldn't be any more grateful. So really having a spiritual relationship is so important, because it's going to allow you to thrive. It's going to allow you to give it all to God and trust Him in His perfect timing. I can guarantee you, girl, that if you contribute all these things mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and really start investing in yourself, working on yourself, because you are the biggest prize, girl. It all starts with you taking care of yourself. Pour into yourself, nourish your body, show up for yourself, do it for your future self, and you will have the most ultimate glow up of your life. It will be life-changing. You will become unrecognizable. You will feel this identity shift. You will start not to even recognize yourself. And I'm telling you, it all starts with you. You have the power to make the change. You just have to really want to make the change. So you are challenged, girl, to commit to all these things for the next 30 days, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I created a PDF file that I will link down below for you to hold yourself accountable, to stay consistent and disciplined, and do these things for 30 days to build these healthy habits that you can contribute for a lifestyle and have that ultimate glow up, become unrecognizable. It all starts with you, girl. Show up for you. Do it for you. Do it for your future self, and I can guarantee you, you will become the best, healthiest, and most confident version of yourself. But it all starts with you. So I have the glow up guide linked below. All you have to do is download it, hold yourself accountable, and make that change. Overall, you're gonna make sure that throughout these whole 30 days, you are taking progress pictures. If you have watched my other videos, you already know how I feel about progress pictures and how important they are in order for you to see your transformation, in order to see how much you are progressing during this journey. The person that you are letting go to step into this new era and become unrecognizable. It's gonna really allow you to see the change that you are making within yourself. That's it for today's video, girl. I truly hope you found this video valuable on how to have the most ultimate glow up and become unrecognizable. If you enjoyed this video, I highly suggest to watch my How to Activate Your Feminine Energy. It's going to allow you to learn how to connect with yourself internally and radiate feminine energy. If not, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.